Hey, what's up guys? Ethan Shreve here, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about a program called Photoshop. Now, this is Adobe Photoshop CS3, which is a earlier version. The highest version you can get CS5, but it's pretty much the same thing. You just get more extra features. And yeah, so if you know how to use CS3, you'll know how to use CS5, because they're all pretty much the same. But anyways, that's another story for another time. Today, I'm going to teach you a little bit about Photoshop. So, what does Photoshop do? It's for editing images, or creating images, or even art. Web developers use it. People in the gaming industry use it. It's used by corporations to advertise. It's used by modeling companies to make their models look sexier, per se. And yeah, it's just a really good thing to know, and you can put that down on your resume that you know. Well, in this lesson, we're going to be covering just basic things. The first thing I want to show you how to do is, let me close out of this. Alright, first off, notice how my mouse pointer is pointing at the user bar up here. You can see it's pretty much like a normal application layout, like Microsoft Word or Excel. You want to go to File, New. Notice how you have the name, which is going to be the name of your file. The preset isn't really important right now. Your width is how much you want it to be wide, and your height is how tall you want it to be. Now, you can arrange that in pixels, inches, millimeters, columns, anything pretty much. But right now we're just going to be using pixels, as that's the easiest. You can adjust your color mode to RGB, CMYK, grayscale, which we'll be talking about later, as you can edit that in the middle of your programming. So yes, let's create the new file, which we'll call Jimbob. Okay, this is Jimbob. It has nothing done to it yet. Excuse my voice, I kind of have a little bit of a cold, but I think you all can hear me pretty good. So, first thing we're going to do is learn how to change the background color. The first thing you want to do is go to your Photoshop bar, which you have your tools. Now, there should be a paint bucket if you have your default settings correct. You want to click on the paint bucket. This paint bucket will change the background color, or will change a portion or a selection to a background color. But right now we're just going to change the whole background. Say I get an assignment, alright, where my boss says he wants a background of the same blue. We're going to click on the thing I just clicked. We'll pick out a dark ocean blue. Now, you have this color wheel here, which has different hues, variations. You shouldn't be playing with any of that. You should just experiment with this hue setup, the foreground color, and we're going to pick the darkest blue we can get. So, after selecting our color, we're going to press OK. Now, we have our color selected. More simply, going to mouse over to the Jimbob image, and we're just going to click the mouse key, make sure you have the paint bucket selected. Voila! You got a blue background. Now, let's say your boss wants you to add an image to this. That's quite easy. I am going to go on the internet right now to Google, and we're going to find a picture something unique. Let's do a picture of something with an easy turn. How about we do a picture of a sword? So Google sword, go to Google Images, and right here you find twin swords. I'm going to shoot that as a watermark, so we won't use that. Hopefully this is better. Alright, no watermark here. So, well, we don't even need to save it. We'll copy the image by copy and pasting, which you should do if you have any internet knowledge. You're going to copy and paste that into here. Now, I used edit and paste to get that into here. Notice now we have two layers. Our background layer and layer 1, which I will talk about the layers later in the next tutorial, because this is a vital part, but right now you really don't need it now. All you need to know is one other tool, which is the magic wand tool. You're going to take it over this background, and it's going to delete all this huge mess. And notice how now our sword, this wasn't a good image to begin with, but our sword is now perfect. We just have to do a little more editing and trimming around the edges, which I am going to do because I already know how, and this is for your education only. So yeah, you have the sword there. What you would need to do if you were to go farther is just trim the edges with the eraser button. As per se, right here, I'll show you a little example. Just slightly trim it, not affecting it too much, taking your time. And soon you'll have a great image. You just want to be careful doing that. I ain't going to do it all, because I would be here all day. And I already know how to do it. But you're the one that needs to practice it. So, practice all of what I told you, and come back and watch more of my other tutorials. Thank you. Have a good day, and please subscribe.